I got a bone to pick with you guys, because goddamn, thanks to you, I'm starting to love the MP5, and I never thought I'd say that. The MP5 is not one of those guns I want to love. The MP7 is my baby and always will be, but because you guys always tell me to try the MP5, I went and made two classes for it. One of them is a rushing class, and one of them is a stealth class, depending on your playstyle. Both of these classes are damn amazing, and the rushing one is insane at long range, close range, every single range, and I'm telling you guys, you could rush with this thing and not have to worry whatsoever. This thing is absolutely overpowered. This is the overpowered MP5 double class setup. What is up, guys? My name is Nick and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about the MP5 SMG, and they recently came out with the new Sandstorm camo for it. Look how nice it looks. It looks beautiful, dude. And I have to say, man, I made two classes for these things and it is really overpowered. I never wanted to believe that the MP5 was good. All you guys kept telling me it's better than the MP7, and I don't really see it better than the MP7, but I see it as being a really good weapon. So I made two classes for you guys. You guys can copy both of these classes. One of them is made for rushing. The other one is made for if you want to play a little slower and kind of more tactical and stuff like that. So they're both great classes. I prefer the rushing one because I prefer rushing as a playstyle. But anyways, guys, if we could hit 1,000 likes on this video, make sure you do it fast before this spider starts crawling up your bum the next time you sit on the toilet. That is disgusting. You don't want that to happen. So drop a like, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new around here. With those notifications turned on as well, we're super close to 500,000, and every time you guys subscribe, it just makes me happier. And let me know down in the comments below if you like the MP5 better than the MP7, or if you like the MP7 better than the MP5. Man, I'm an MP7 guy, but dude, this class, I'll give you guys that. It's good, all right? So we're gonna start off with the stealth class. The stealth class is pretty damn good. You should play this slowly. You shouldn't be rushing like crazy with this class, but it's a good one. So the first thing you want to throw on this class is the muzzle monolithic suppressor. Now, I'm not really a muzzle guy. You guys know that. I don't really like running muzzles and stuff like that, but this one gives you sound suppression and it gives you damage range. And since we're playing more tactically, you don't want your gun to be heard all across the map. Now, it does take away some aim walking movement speed and some ADS speed, but it's all good because we're not rushing like crazy. We don't need that ADS speed to be super fast. The next thing you want to throw on this one is the barrel FSS mini. Now, this one gives you ADS speed and it gives you movement speed, but it does take away some recoil control and bullet velocity. So we do get some of that ADS speed back. We don't lose it, thank God to that, and we do get movement speed, but still, man, this class, dude, it's a good one. It's a great one, but I don't know, man. I'm not really much of a stealth player, so I'm not that great with it. But you know, you guys, those of you who like sitting in corners for 2 hours, you'll do good with this class. Next off, we got the stock. I was gonna say the barrel again, but we got the stock FSS close quarter stock, which might seem counterintuitive because we're not trying to make this gun for close quarters and stuff, but you have to remember it is an SMG. If people run up to you, you want to be able to aim down sights really fast, and that's what this stock gives you. So you have that ADS speed, but it does take away some aiming stability, meaning that your gun will sway a little more while you're walking and stuff like that. But at the same time, it's really good because this helps you for long range. This gun can melt people at long range, close range, and medium range, and with the close quarter stock, it just makes it a lot better at close range as well, which helps for those people rushing you. Next off, we got the last two attachments for this one before we move on to my favorite class, and that is the underbarrel commando foregrip. This gives you recoil stabilization and aiming stability. The reason I chose this underbarrel is because the stock took away aiming stability. This one gives it back, but it also gives us recoil stabilization, and it only takes away some movement speed, which we don't need to worry about because we also got the FSS mini barrel that gives you movement speed. So even though this one takes it away, you still got all the positives that give it right back and make it even better. And for the last attachment, we got the rear grip. The granulated grip tape gives you aiming stability, aim walking steadiness, but it does take away some aim walking movement speed, which in my opinion is alright. We're using this gun for long range. We don't need to strafe left and right super fast and stuff like that while aiming down sights. So it's a win-win situation, man. This gun is good. You could play it kind of like an assault rifle. I wouldn't recommend playing it only like an assault rifle, rifle, but you could definitely do it. You could push up when you have to, and you don't have to worry whatsoever. Now, going on to my favorite class, this is the Russian class. So we got 5 attachments for this one, obviously, and one of them is optional. You could switch it out for something else that makes the gun better, but there is a negative that I don't like towards it. But anyways, we're gonna get into this class. This one is good, man. This is the class that you guys are watching in the gameplay. I love this class, and I was never really a huge fan of the MP5 to begin with, and if I were to use it, this is the class I would use every single time. So the Russian class, the first thing you want to run on this class right here is the barrel FSS Light. This gives you ADS speed, but it does take away some bullet velocity, which doesn't really matter. Bullet velocity is more important for those long range gunfights. This one is Russian. We're going up close and personal to these people. We're trying to kill them as fast as possible, and we're trying to get them and catch them off guard. So this one is a very good attachment. Next off, we're going to go ahead and throw a laser instead of a muzzle. So this one kind of makes you visible, whereas the muzzle kind of suppresses your shots and hides your muzzle flash and stuff like that. This one, the laser, we're going to run the 5 MW laser, which gives you hip fire accuracy and sprint to fire speed, but it does make your laser visible, which kind of sucks, but I use that to my advantage sometimes. If I know that there's an enemy nearby, I might flash my laser towards him so he could start coming towards me and I could just shoot him really fast. But this one, the hip fire accuracy, you could start shooting before you even aim down sights, and it's really good up close. And then the sprint to fire speed, I have to say this is probably the most important attachment in the entire game. You need to have that sprint to fire speed if you are one of those people who loves to rush. Now, going on to the stock, we got the F-Tac Collapsible. Now, this one is a very good stock. It makes the gun look nice, it makes the gun look small, and it gives you movement speed and ADS speed. Super important to have on a weapon made for rushing. Now, it does take away some recoil control and aiming stability, but like I said, guys, we're using this gun for close quarters. We're rushing like crazy. Doesn't really matter if you have aiming stability or recoil control. Your shots will be hitting up close, so don't worry about that. Now, going on to the underbarrel, it's going to be the exact same underbarrel that we used for the stealth class, but that's because it works both ways. It's going to be the Commando foregrip. This gives you recoil stabilization, and it gives you aiming stability, which our last attachment just took those away, and it only takes away movement speed. So that means between stock and underbarrel, we get movement speed, and then it gets taken away. So we don't have that, but we get ADS speed, we get recoil stabilization, and we get aiming stability, with the only negative being movement speed between those two actual attachments. So I have to say that's a good one. That's really good, and it works out really nicely. Now let's go on to the second to last attachment. Now you might be thinking, second to last, this is the 5th attachment you're about to tell us. This is the optional attachment. You guys could get rid of this one for something else, but that's going to be the rear grip granulated grip tape, exactly the same as the stealth class as well, but this one gives you aiming stability, aim walking steadiness, and only takes away some aim walking movement speed. Now I say that you guys could get rid of this one because you could switch out this attachment if you really don't care about having that extra aiming stability and aim walking steadiness. You could switch it out for ammunition, the 10mm auto 30 round mags. Now this one is very good. It gives you damage and it gives you range, but I did say there was a negative that I didn't like towards this attachment, and that is the fire rate and the aiming recoil control. So you would think a gun that shoots a little slower would have better aiming recoil control, but it doesn't, and it does take away the fire rate, so you do shoot a little slower, but this also gives you extra stopping power rounds. Technically, it's not as good as stopping power, the actual field order, but it is really good to run. So if you have this, it makes your bullets stronger. The 10mm auto 30 round mags does make your bullets stronger. It gives you more damage and it gives you more range, which is really good in case you do get caught up in a gunfight that you don't think you'll win from long range. But it does shoot a lot slower, and because it shoots slower, you would really think that your aiming would be better, but it's not. You get a lot more recoil, which is, it's kind of weird. I don't get how they did that. I don't get why this attachment does that, but guys, this is a great attachment to run, especially if you think that you're going to be facing more people at long range than close range. So if you're rushing like crazy but you still want to have that long range advantage, definitely throw on that ammunition, and trust me, you guys will be good. So that is the 2 overpowered classes that I could make for this weapon right here. We got the Russian class and we got the stealth class. Let me know which one you you guys are going to use more. Definitely I use the Russian class more. That's just, it's how it is. I like to play like that. I can't sit in the same corner for 5 hours. I can't do it. I don't know why. I don't know. Some people do it, man. They're crazy for sure. I just can't. But anyways, that is the video, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Like I said, make sure to drop a like on this one. We're gonna go for 1,000 likes. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new around here with those notifications turned on. Every subscription helps, and we're so close to 500k. So thank you so much. And if you made it this far into the video, comment red chicken heart down below. We did that last video. Kind of funny. Some people don't understand why people would write that in a Call of Duty video, and that's why we do it, just to confuse the hell out of people. Like I said, guys, thank you for watching. My name is Nick, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.